Alright, what's going on, dudes, and welcome back to Minecraft, where this time we'll be playing with laser beams. This is the laser mod. Well, actually, I guess it's not the laser mod. There have been many a laser mod in Minecraft history. However, this one's really new, and we're here, and we're gonna take a look at it. So let's begin with the basic laser, which you saw I just fired off there. It's crafted, well, using a laser crystal, which has its own crafting recipe, which is some glass, redstone, glowstone, and a diamond, and then you use that in the crafting recipe for the basic laser, combined with some more glass and some cobblestone, and then you'll get this block in return, and when you apply a redstone signal next to it, boom, you get a laser shooting out of it. Now, it's not infinite. It ends at a certain point over here, if unobstructed, that is. This is the maximum range. Of course, you can simply block it with any type of block, except for glass. It will go through glass, and it'll stop prematurely. But again, doesn't go on infinitely. It'll stop at some magical stopping point out, however many blocks I didn't bother to count. Anyway, that's the basic laser. Now we'll move on into the next tier up, which is the advanced laser, as designated by some yellow block dots around the laser beam part. So anyway, this is crafted like so. It uses the laser crystal once again, but this time uses some obsidian and some gold as part of the crafting recipe as well, because it's super duper advanced. Now, with the advanced laser, you can apply all these different modifier upgrade things. So you have a pull upgrade, which will pull you towards the origination of the laser beam. A push, which will push you away from the advanced laser box block. You have a damaging modifier, which will damage anything that gets in the way of the laser. Fire upgrade, and an invisibility upgrade. So why don't we go ahead and apply, well, I guess the push and pull are sort of going to counteract, so we'll apply one of those, but then we can apply all the rest as well. And we'll also grab the screwdriver, which we can use to get more info about the laser when we right-click on the block with it, and the laser-seeking goggles, which will allow us to see any invisible lasers that may be lurking around. So anyway, which do we want to apply? We'll do the push upgrade because we're standing really close to the block. So you cannot have the redstone signal applied, so once it's off, right click. In creative, obviously it's not going to consume the block in survival. It would. Damage upgrade, fire upgrade, and invisibility upgrade. So now, turn it on, and it's like, oh, nothing happened. No, it's something did happen. Don't you worry, it's just invisible. So why don't we go ahead and put on our nifty laser-seeking goggles, and haha, now you see it. And you also see a bunch over there. Don't pay attention to those yet. Okay, so we're on fire. We're getting pushed away. I should just take my word for it that my finger is not pushing forwards right now. I'm just... Look, no hands. I don't have a webcam, so you can't actually see that. But assuredly, it's pushing me forwards. And then if we went into /game mode, survival, and we walked in, oh god, we're on fire, and I'm getting damaged. And before I die, I'm going to go ahead and switch back into creative, and there we go. Cool. So that's how it works. We can go ahead and take off the laser-seeking goggles, and if we forgot what we've applied to this, we can right-click it with the screwdriver, and advanced laser gives us the coordinates. Upgrades attached to this laser: default, push, damage, fire, invisible. It's amazing. Anyway, all right. You know what feature they should add to this is if you look directly in the laser beam, you go blind. Because look, I'm looking directly at it. Nothing's happening. My whole screen is red. But I'm not blind or anything. You could apply a blindness debuff if you look directly in the laser. That'd be great. Well, I mean, it wouldn't really be great, but it'd be realistic, if that's what you're looking for here. So next up, we have the reflector. So the way it's made is like so. Some more glass, cobblestone, and some glowstone dust in the middle. And what this allows you to do is if we turn on said laser beam right here, it'll go in this side. Notice the whites inserts over here and the white over here, and it'll go from whatever is a white input to a white output. So if we use the screwdriver, this is how you adjust this block. If you right click on whatever face you want, you can open it up or you can close it. If I close up this one, you'll notice it closes off that one because there's no input anymore. So open it up, open this one up, and now it's coming out of all sides except for this one. There we go. You can see a little bit of the red sliver in there because I opened up that face as well. Anyway, that's how the reflector block works. It is what it is. It can be helpful for reasons that I will get to shortly. But anyway, if I go ahead and use this one, it reflects the other way. You get the idea, I think. It's pretty straightforward. Well, actually, it's not pretty straightforward because it's making the laser curve 90 degrees. Not really curve, but refract, whatever the word is, 90 degrees. But it would be straightforward if I went like this. Oh, that's super straightforward right there. Okay, anyway, enough puns for now. So punny. Let's continue on. This is the laser detector. It outputs a redstone signal whenever a laser actually hits it. So right here we have the basic laser block. If I go like this, boom, you'll notice this thing lights up. It goes from a pinkish color to a reddish color on all of its little block things there. And the redstone lights up and the door will open. I forgot to go over the crafting recipe, which is like so. Pretty easy. Some stone with a block of redstone in the middle. And again, this is pretty useful because it allows you to basically instantly transmit a redstone signal over however many blocks that is. Again, haven't bothered to count, but that's a lot speedier than actually using redstone wire and repeaters to get it all the way over there. Instead, it's just instantaneous, and you can also make it go up, you can make it go down, you can make it go whatever direction you want for a whole bunch of blocks, and it just makes things a little bit easier for wiring up redstone over long distances. Alright, so next up we've got something more aesthetic, which is the color converter, which is crafted. This one actually does use the laser crystal, but some more glowstone and some cobblestone. It looks like a sea star in there. Patrick is helping to power our lasers. He's opening his mouth and out comes a laser beam. It's Patrick shooting a laser beam. An image of that probably exists somewhere on the internet. Go find it. Anyway, once you craft one of these, you can take any color of dye. Red is obviously default, so you don't really need to worry about red. But if you want to convert one that you've already placed down back to red, you can do that. Anyway, if you take any of the other colors of dye, and let me actually take this one and place it on the ground so you see what it looks like by default. Placed on the ground, this is the input. It's the white side. That's where you want your laser source to enter. And then by default, it's going to be red. But if you go ahead and take one of these dyes and you right click it, it'll turn whatever color that is. And as you can see over here, I've just arranged a little rainbow for us. So we have the starting point over here. It goes through an orange, then it goes through a yellow, green, blue, purple, and then apparently there's no texture for black, so it's angry. It'll actually emit a black laser beam, but there is no black color to be found, so it's giving me a no texture found face over here. Maybe that'll be fixed shortly. I don't know, but it works as far as laser beams go. Anyway, it is something for you all to keep in mind. So that covers all the different blocks. Now I've just gone over and put a few applications together in various places over here. Let me set the time back to day so we're not getting too many mobs spawning. Anyway, right here what I've done is, let me just toss the stuff in here to clear out my inventory. I've set up a bunch of pushing lasers, but they're also invisible. So as you may recall, if I put these on, whoa, laser beams. Anyway, we'll take that off once again. So if I stand on this, whoa, I'm floating up and stuff. Oh my God. So this is something you could use, say, I don't know, if you have a secret base up in the sky that you want to be able to access, you could have this set up on the ground. You could set up a block to prevent you from going too high up in the air, way up, and then you could use this as a way to climb up to your base entrance or something. On the other hand, whee, floating creepers that are never, ever gonna come down again. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. See you later. So any mob hapless enough to walk onto this will sadly get taken out. However, if I go like this and turn them all off, and here they come, crashing down. Whee! I can't turn off the middle one easily, but I think you get the idea because it's a redstone torch underground. But, you know, it's pretty straightforward, and they are going to keep on going up until they reach the however far the max laser range is. Anyway, another application was for, say, like an adventure map. If you wanted to have some sort of high-speed parkour course where you have to actually always be going forwards at a high speed, you could set up like a wall of them. So this is a wall of advanced lasers that are pulling instead of pushing. It would work with pushing as well if I just put them on the other side. It really doesn't matter. In fact, that might have been a better way to do it, but I just didn't think of it. Anyway, so I go like this. I'm going to start going fast, and I can try to complete the parkour course. I didn't really engineer an exit to this, but anyway, hold on just a second. I'm still sprinting. If you were doing this for a map, you could obviously engineer an exit. And there you go. Just a little high-speed parkour that you wouldn't be able to... These are distances you wouldn't be able to clear if you didn't have the pull from the lasers on you, and you're also unable to... Well, I have better sprint, so I can technically sprint backwards now, but pretend I couldn't sprint backwards. You can't actually... It pulls you hard enough that you go backwards really, really slowly, but it's so slow that it's not really very economical. Anyway, so yeah, that's another application for it. And one final one I set up over here is, I don't know, say you're interested in having this remotely triggered trap. So I don't know if this particular setup would actually work in some sort of multiplayer PvP server where you're trying to kill all your friends, if you can call them your friends. They may be your enemies, but anyway, it's just a remotely triggered little lava trap. Obviously, you disguise it a little bit better if you were actually putting this to use. But we have the laser up here. It goes through the reflector, and then out the bottom hits the redstone receiver block, and it disables all this redstone over here through the inverters, and opens up the lava trap. Woo! Pretty fancy. Not really, but it's a thing, and I made it, and I thought it was a worthwhile application, so hope you did as well. Anyway, I think that'll do it for this particular laser mod. I'm going to try not to call it the laser mod because it's not the only one ever. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed. If you had, a rating would be much appreciated. Other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.